Great news from Safeway. You can earn Safeway rewards with each purchase you make. Then use your rewards for discounts on groceries or up to 20 cents off per gallon in gas rewards at participating Chevron or Texaco stations and up to $1 off per gallon at participating Safeway fuel stations. Not a member? Register for an account with your phone number at checkout and start earning rewards today. Restrictions and exclusions apply. Learn more at Safeway.com/4U. That's Safeway.com/4U.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover.
No, easy, hold on. Stop!
As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them. As America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how.
What the fuck?
By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
Buzzy, what is up with Tarantino, man?
What?
What happened to him?
People say I got a real twisted sense of humor.
He looks like he should be on the back of a $10 bill.
Oh my God.
Royce Lopez.
I don't know what it is about him.
Hola, me llamo Royce.
Maybe I'm sick of hearing about him.
Yeah, I don't like hot ham.
Maybe it's his face. He's a punchable face.
You wouldn't download a pig, would you?
He's done nothing to me. He's probably a nice guy.
I don't care.
I don't know what it is about the guy.
Big Cranberry has been lying to you.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast.
He looks like he should be flying a kite with a fucking key on it.
Brendan says he hasn't been able to use the N-word for a while. That's the source of his youth.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
Hi everybody, welcome. It's Monday and it's hot as fucking balls.
Oh
and
my God!
It's Revenge of the Cis, and we're here. We're queer. Get used to
I think they're used to it. I mean, we've done like 1,490 of these.
We've done 1,480 something episodes.
Yeah. Well, hi guys, welcome.
Hi boys and girls
and girl. Hi boys and girl.
Nah, we got a couple of them. I mean, they're fucking uggos, but we got.
Forrest Mommy's not a girl. She's a monster.
Okay.
A succubus, I think, is the term people use.
Miami Milf's girl parts don't work anymore.
No, they don't. I mean, she's not a girl in any way that matters.
Yeah, not reproductively.
Not reproductive. Oh, wow, that's the meanest thing we may have ever said about anybody. And we said mean things. She's our friend. That's the worst part. Stupid bitch. So she's nice. No, she's not nice. That's why we like her, I would say. Somebody in the chat said, welcome to the Mark Levin show. Is he still bitching? Is Mark Levin still bitching that we're not doing enough for Israel? I can't keep up with him.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of his thing, right?
From an undisclosed bunker in Kissimmee.
Yeah.
We know, man. You live in Florida. That's cool. Undisclosed. It's not that undisclosed, Mark. And there's no bunkers in Florida. You would hit water, you moron. Sorry. The big news.
Let's return to that breaking news that President Biden has been diagnosed with prostate cancer with metastasis to the bone.
Hang on, though. I remember, though, prostate cancer, because I know there's a few people that have gotten it in the last few. That's one of the easy ones to beat, right? That's one of those. That's one of those.
Hey, Mersh.
Yeah.
No.
And it's in his bones also.
Oh, boy.
According to a statement.
It's in his bone. I'm getting reports now that his bones are 70% cancer.
Wait, the prostate has bones?
Now they do.
Yes, there's bones in your prostate.
Well, I mean, I know some dudes that take bones in their prostate. I know quite a few dudes that take bones in their prostate.
So they wanted to hide all this from us, and they tried to get us to, at one point, re-elect boneless president cancer guy.
Yeah, but here's why. Okay. Here's why. Because Kamala, as proven, was so unelectable that they would have rather run boneless president.
But why didn't they run boneless prostate cancer guy instead of Kamala? And then he would have just,
I talked about this last night. Bro, it's so fun. Imagine being Kamala Harris, sitting there fucking knowing this guy has prostate cancer and his brain is fucking pudding.
Okay, but hold on. But now let me one up your little theory there, Virgil. You ready? I'm gonna add
he's
something
also
to
a
it.
former president.
Yeah, let me add something to that. Now
are we gonna drop some knowledge bombs?
Yeah. Now imagine also being Kamala Harris and knowing that Biden had a better chance to beat Trump. He could have won better than statistically. Died pretty quickly. Yeah. This is pretty bad. And she would have been if she didn't run.
She would have been
if
president
Kamala
right now.
Harris didn't run and try to take the presidency from Biden,
she would be president.
Bro,
maybe
she would be president.
You think so?
She would. She absolutely would. No doubt.
That's all I'm saying. Well, hold on. That and that debate, she should have not done that debate. That debate kind of fucked him. But I will say that, how about this? We can all agree on this. Statistically speaking, she had a way better chance to be president if she would have said, no, Biden should run.
What she should have said was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Not revealing aggressive ass cancer so you have a Hail Mary in case your elections are slipping is the most fucked up thing I have ever. If you came out of the ocean and there was a shark eating your arm, I wouldn't wait till you were half consumed to tell you that there was a shark eating your fucking arm.
That's how my cousin died swimming here from Cuba, actually.
Yeah, but that's easy for you to say, Pessy. I'm not running for president.
Mm-hmm. With that attitude, you never will.
Yeah. Maybe if I was running for president, I'd go, shut the fuck up, Pessy. Now's not the time for people to know I'm getting eaten by a shark. It'll make me look weak.
That's a really good point. Or how about this? You're so fucked up, you don't realize you're getting eaten by a shark. Your wife finds out you're getting eaten by a shark, but she never tells you you're getting eaten by a shark. Because that's what I think. That's my theory. Can Can I put my conspiracy little hat on? Because we don't know, really.
And that, by the way, that shark is dead due to her shopping addiction.
Is that what you want?
Can I throw a little bit more irony on this?
Sure.
Fucking Biden's gonna die of cancer 100 years out from the fucking administration where he said he was gonna cure it.
He did say he was going to cure it.
Now we know why.
Yeah. Here's
maybe that's what happened. Maybe he got diagnosed. They told him that, don't worry, we're going to cure cancer. And then he got so excited. He shared that with us and he wasn't supposed to.
Do you think there is a possibility where they find out they never told him, he never even knew? I think people around him knew and he didn't know.
You think nobody ever told him he has cancer?
Yes, I'm being serious.
That's insane.
No, why? That's insane. Explain why it's insane.
No, I'm not saying it's not possible. I was saying it's insane.
Think about it. Think about it. Jill, okay, the more we're seeing, especially after this, it was always hard to tell. Jill was in the driver's seat. We all pretty much agree on that at this point, at least as far as the...
That's not true. One time it was that Secret Service guy with the secret steering wheel on the Tesla.
It was an F-150, but yes.
Okay.
It was an electric F-150. It wasn't a Tesla. He was mad at Elon, remember? So they had an EV summit and didn't invite the guy who sells the most electric... What does it matter whether you like Elon or not? You can't... It's like, you know what it's like
I'm having a search engine party and Google's not invited.
That's exactly
Wait,
what that
what?
is. Can't do that.
I feel like they're synonymous with the term I'm going to search engine it.
Yeah. Hey, this year's VidCon, no YouTube allowed.
Yeah, get out.
Get out, YouTube.
Hey.
Beat it.
We're having a bomb the desert party. No Lockheed Martins allowed.
Oh, okay. Well, then, then how are you going to bomb it?
From his office. Well, let's go to our North America.
Oh, that is not your North America anything.
Oh, yeah, no, you know, it's crazy over here in the States.
Hello, John Smith here with your...
It's going to be like John Ho.
Wow, that
the
guy...
US president.
That guy got every jaw there was.
Correspondent Jake Kwan now. So, Jake, can you just give us a bit more detail around this breaking news?
There's actually very little detail available from.
Oh my God, he is a
Whoa, little closer than normal.
From former President Joe Biden's office. He has went to the hospital to get examined, and the doctors have discovered
that they look like me.
Cancer in the biopsy that they have taken.
Well, okay, and here's the other thing: if it's this far, this guy gets a lot of checkups. He's the president. How would they have not caught it earlier, you know? Look, is it possible that maybe he knew and he didn't tell anybody? Sure, absolutely. I really think that they didn't tell him. I don't know.
I'm trying to find this fucking clip. Somebody sent it to me last night. But there's this old clip of him, like, in an interview where he said something about having cancer.
2022. In 2022.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm sorry.
Look, if you're looking for the video, I think it's him outside. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I saw it
if I
on
remember
Twitter
right.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And that this cancer, they appears to be a more aggressive form of cancer, that it had spread to his bone, which is not
outside bones. Outside bones.
Very good sign. So what happened a little bit ago was that last week, Mr. Biden was having some trouble. He had increasingly more and more urinary problems, and then he went to a hospital.
Okay, an old man pissing too much is not a sign of cancer.
I mean, a lot of.
But it also is. No, but it also is.
I know it is. But when you get older, even if you don't have cancer, your prostate does get bigger. That's just an old man thing, you know?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, where the doctors have taken a sample of him, and they discovered that there was a small nodule, a little bump in his prostate. So they took his sample, and on past Friday, they have discovered that it was in fact cancer, and this cancer had metastasized to his bone, which usually means that it is incurable at this point. It is quite advanced. I mean, Mr. Biden he's 82.
Okay, but again, how long did they know? That's what I want to know. Like, how long have we known for real? Like, because it just feels like, how would you not know? How would you not know?
It does seem a bit odd that it's just sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. They asked.
What if the cancer has already taken him over and like he is the cancer and it's like a sentient being?
It's like Mr. Burns with all the diseases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, no! Even the slightest
So
breeze.
I'm too healthy, you
Oh,
say?
oh God, no! Even the slightest breeze. Indestructible.
Indestructible.
I hit Marie the other day for out of nowhere. I hit her with the, and don't wrap it too tightly. I'm hungry now.
You've made a powerful enemy today, friend. I say that.
I love it. I love it.
say that all the time habitually to any machine that doesn't work. Like if I walk up to a self checkout and it's like out of service, well, you've made a powerful enemy today, friend.
You know what I played today? Do you remember the America Town when they went to the Japanese restaurant, America Town? Here. Oh, actually, I sent it to you, Petsy, so I could just grab it. I was gonna make a rejoinder out of it. I should remind you because this is pretty funny. Where is it? Over here. Okay, here it is. So this is when they went to Japan, and they're deciding what restaurant they're gonna go to.
Let's go to an authentic Japanese noodle house.
The toilet recommended a place called America Town.
Dad, we didn't come halfway around the world to eat at America Town.
I'd like to see the Japanese take on the club sandwich. I bet it's smaller and more efficient.
We now return to battling seizure robots.
First off, I must have missed this. The sign is Elvis, Uncle Sam, and the Kool-Aid Man.
It's a good summary, and there's a gun and a guitar and a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And for some reason, there's also a double-decker bus. Like, I think they also think we're
I
British.
know. And then there's the White House, or the Congress.
And there's a yellow star because Hollywood's run by Jews.
Yep. I'm going to go sit. I want to sit in Florida.
I can't believe they stuck us at Taxachusetts. Hey, you know, I once knew a man from Nantucket.
And?
Let's just say the stories about him are greatly exaggerated.
Howdy,
UCLA Yankee Cola is a shirt I want.
gangsters! I'm average American Joe Salaryman waiter.
These prices suck. 10,000 yen for coleslaw? Don't you serve anything that's even remotely Japanese?
Don't ask me. I don't know anything. I'm product of American education system. I also build poor quality cars and inferior style electronics.
Oh, they got our number.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of true. Although most of the shit's made in Korea now. Let's see. Oh, okay. JD Vance on the
famous gay guy.
I mean, I don't know if he's gay. I don't think so.
Speaking of Joe Biden, sir, do you have any thoughts on his diagnosis?
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, of course,
Take the L, loser. Wouldn't it be funny?
Oh, my God.
L, loser. Fucking suck.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, this guy tanked our economy. Now you can't even have white blood cells right.
Yeah, seriously. Come on. Next question.
of course, we wish the
He's
best
a
for the-
disgrace to America. Now he's a disgrace to not having cancer. Next question.
You see him just go, he picks up a microphone and just does a roast for like 5 minutes of him.
former president's health. And, it sounds pretty serious, but hopefully he makes the right recovery. Like, I will
You know what's cool, who? It's like on this plane, I'm allowed to smoke, and you guys aren't.
say whether the right time to have this conversation is now or at some point in the future, we really do need to be honest about whether the former president was capable of doing the job.
Oh, wow. I was joking, but he really is just going right into work mode, huh?
Yep.
And that's no, that you can separate the desire for him to have the right health outcome with the recognition that whether it was doctors or whether there were staffers or
Also, I think he knew a while too. Even if you find out right after the election, that's a nugget you hold on to. Now, the reason that I think all of this came out, the diagnosis came out now, even though they've known for a while, is it because of this? Also just so happened to come out over the weekend, which is
audio of Joe Biden talking with.
Oh, did you see Meghan McCain? Now's not a time to be heartless.
Special counsel Robert Hur has just dropped it. It was obtained by Axios. And the two-day interview, remember, happened in October of 2023. And after that, Hur described Biden as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. I said at the beginning of the show that was a very, very charitable way to describe how Biden came off now that we've heard this key part of the audio.
We were always saying it was a cover-up, by the way.
Here he struggles to remember when his son Beau died. Watch.
We were living in Chambers Road, and there were documents related to the Penn Biden Center or the Biden or the cancer booster shot or your book. Where did you keep papers that related to those things that you were actively working on?
Well,
I got poop.
I don't know. This is what, 2017, 18, that area?
Yes, sir.
Remember, in this time frame, my son is either been deployed or is dying.
Oh no.
Either was dying or deployed.
Oh,
One of the two.
Never mind about that poop. I made the poop.
And so it was, and by the way, there were still a lot of people at the time when I got out of the Senate that were encouraging me to run in this period, except the president.
You want to get a nap? Let's get this man a nap and an ice cream,
I
please.
just thought that she had a better shot of winning.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Wow.
It's not great,
but it's so bad because the stuff is coming out, and now the left is just like fucking pivoting. You know what I mean? They're just fucking pivoting, going like, yeah, you know, how did this get past us? And speaking of pivoting, like, this is just... All right, well, I'll just play this. Dan Bongino and Kash Patel had an interview. Yeah, I know.
Dude, this
I was rough. It was bad. It was really bad.
Can I say something?
Bro.
I have been let down by so many things over the years that for a moment, I thought this was going to hit me in a way that I was going to get angry. I sounded exactly like Virgie just did now, but like all day. Like I just kept, I was just bursting out in a laughter like, that's great.
Well, let's see what
This
we're all...
shit was genuinely
this
funny.
rules.
Let's see what we're all laughing about.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
Look at how uncomfortable they both look too.
Dude,
Again,
his
you want me
eyes.
to get-
He looks like he's
Yeah,
like.
I've seen that.
Oh my god.
By the way, Dan, on your own show, if it was two other people saying this, you would be going on a 1-hour monologue on how you don't believe them because the government and the deep state lies. So you have to, other than I seen it and believe me, Dan, and this, by the way, this is stuff you were saying about other people. So I just want to be clear here. This isn't me like being like, oh, I'm holding him to the same standard that I watched Dan Bongino's show that he held other people to, which is like, I'm not just going to trust you, bro. You can't say when you've seen what I've seen. Hey, you know what will resolve this? I got an idea. Release all the footage. Oh, wait, you can't. The cameras went out. You going to explain that one? Okay,
Oh, no.
cool.
Well,
Sorry,
no, but
I don't buy it.
Can I make a recommendation? Because you follow up beyond that, Royce. Use logic. What's the next step? Fine, they didn't have cameras. You know what? I'm going to question 2 guards that were on duty that night that were supposed to be watching over.
Here's the thing is,
Right?
is
That's
that it
the
was
next
night
logic.
that they were sleepy.
They were tired.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're shit
So
out of
that
luck
was-
then.
Yeah, we are.
Bro, last night in my chat,
I guess I
Ricky
just
was
have to
like-
take the FBI's word for it.
I'm sorry. Did you guys think we distrusted 3-letter organizations because the Democrat? We never. I don't
genuinely-
care.
no, no,
it
no,
should
no.
be dismantled. That's what I think.
They genuinely thought that this was going to be like if we just put another coat of paint on the FBI, everyone would be cool.
No,
'Cause
we're
it's-
not cool with
it's
it.
Dan Bongino. He's the guy from Rumble.
Yeah, we had knock at the door. It's on Amazon. That's going to be us. This is a huge job. And Maria, not only
Amazon has a knock on the door. They just leave the package.
No,
Does it destroy
they
innocence?
they leave it. They take a picture. You get a text with a picture of it at your door.
Yeah.
Nobody contacts anyone. No humans talk to each other in Amazon anymore.
Yeah, we had knock at the door. It's on Amazon. That's going to be us. This is a huge job. And Maria, not only does it destroy innocence,
Talking about child predators.
I said to everyone in the room, say week 2 or 3, when Cash and I put Restoring Justice together to go get these mutts off the street, these kitty pornographers and these animals, right? I said to everyone in the room, I said, you know why it's going to matter to America? Because everyone in the room is a child or a parent, right? There's no immaculate conceptions here, right? Love
That's
Jesus.
cool. Yeah, that's why it matters to a lot of us, and that's why it matters that the biggest one of them ever is getting.
Yeah. You know what would send a real message to these child predators that we're not playing any games? Maybe releasing the flight logs of an actual island that was filled with child predators.
What are you, insane?
And maybe we arrest them and hold them to account, many of which who, I'm assuming, are still in the government or have their hands on the fucking levers of government. Maybe that'll send a message. I don't know. Instead of telling us that they're redacting names. Listen, I don't care if it's 1 billion pages at this point. The names could be redacted in a maybe 3 days tops. You have enough people that's done.
Relax.
So
we
what are we doing?
already know it's Les Wexner. So just give us what we can have.
Hey, okay. And you know who made me laugh and asked a good question?
Oh, this guy was fun.
This was amazing.
Did Jeffrey Epstein hang himself or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he hung himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
See how unenthusiastic he says that?
Go watch Kash Patel now versus the reason we liked him, all that shit talking he was doing on podcasts and how I'm going to dismantle, I'm going to take apart the FBI. They don't deserve, they're a bunch of con artists, isn't that? I don't see enough people fired for the amount of shit you talked about how fucking corrupt it was.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
When you think you'll have it done, Cash?
I think in the near future, sir.
Like before I die?
Yeah. Good question, Kennedy.
Keep in mind, I like a lot of red meat, and I do enjoy cigars.
Yep.
So I'm just letting you know.
Senator, we are.
Last night, I will confess to you that I was alone in my hotel, and I ate an entire bag of Butterfinger Minis.
Oh, so good.
So I'm just letting you know, within my lifetime,
maybe different than other people's lifetimes.
I woke up with an empty bottle of bourbon in my bed. So I'm asking you.
And unlike some other of my colleagues, Pelosi, I won't take the baby blood injections to live longer.
And I don't mean to go on a tangent, but back to the Butterfingers. Whatever happened to the Butterfinger BB? Because that was the perfect ratio of Butterfinger center to chocolate.
The little balls? Those are the best.
Are the fucking best.
I know they were.
I want to know why the Chinese. I went recently on a tour of China, and they had the Butterfinger babies. I want you to explain to me, Mr. Patel, why do the Chinese still have Butterfinger BBs? Why are they outperforming us? That's a good point.
Senator,
Fucking
we
China,
are.
do nothing, win.
We've been working on that.
I have to stock up every time I go to the Japan Pavilion in Epcot to visit my niece, because that's the only place that imports them and sells them.
And,
I don't understand. And going back to the Butterfinger BB, Mr.
boy, here we
Patel,
go.
is it like the moon landing? Did we lose the technology
To make
required?
Butterfinger BBs?
And now that I think of it, did we actually like the Butterfinger, or did we just love the Simpsons?
Am I just idealizing them? What are you doing?
And then he goes, your time is also up. And then you hear Rand Paul go like, no, I'll give him my 5 minutes.
That's
Keep
fine.
going.
I yield.
I yield my time. Go. I wonder about the Butterfinger BBs. I'm captivated.
What do you think, Tom? Massey's like eating a Jersey Mike sub.
He's good. He's good. It's fine. I don't give a shit. It's fine.
No one likes me here.
No one likes me here anyway.
Nope, it's so true.
The most principled guy. Everyone's like, yeah, fucking Trump's always fucking shitting on me. Like, what do you want me to do?
I love that. Thomas Massey does everything for the good of the country.
Yeah.
And then Trump once a week comes out and goes, this loser Thomas Massey, who we will primary, he hates your children, he hates America. You're like, what? He has been bitter since his wife died. Everyone knows his wife died. And he has been very bitter. Very bitter, man. Bitter Tom, we call him.
He's the only one in Congress that knows the deficit.
Apparently, you know what? Trump listens to the show. He just signed an executive order. Butterfinger BBs will be made exclusively in the United States of America.
There we go.
They're building a factory
yeah.
right now in Kentucky.
That was part of the deal with China.
It was.
Can someone explain to me why the smaller you make a Butterfinger, the better it gets?
Because you have
'Cause the
less
chocolate
Ratio.
The ratio.
Ratio,
It's the ratio.
Virgie.
It's the ratio. Mhm.
Yeah, what does a guy named Horatio have to do with this? I don't understand where
Oh, he
Hispanics
was
come
on
in.
SNL. He molested a bunch of girls.
Well, allegedly.
Oh, is that why they're
15.
called Butterfingers?
Hey, there it is, folks. You're welcome.
Really hard to sell this show to advertisers. So
We've
Fuck
been
advertising.
working
We
on
couldn't even sell the show to Rumble anymore.
no, I know. Well, to be fair, they don't have the capital. Sweaty Zeus, Biden let slip in a speech 2 years ago he had cancer when he was talking about gasoline and chemicals. Yes, I do. Right. Those place Kennedy looking so smug because he knows he got him. 60 years from now, we're going to find out Epstein dipped out to South America. Yeah, he's living in Hitler's old house.
They're actually living. Yeah, they probably lives with his grandkids.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We're doing
They
it
just
in
have
a way.
one CIA house where they keep putting all the worst people in the world.
It's like a fall. It's like a Fallout vault.
Oh, listen, I'm fine with that. Actually, let him do it. But can we at least put like cameras in, like Big Brother or something? Like that'd be
it's
cool.
like it's like Camp David for pedophiles. So it's like Camp David.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Camp David for pedophiles. Wait, so Skull and Bones?
Oh man. Hey, watch your son blow a dude, George Bush.
George Bush watched his own son masturbate.
insane.
That's
often.
Yeah, that's super weird, and it happened. No, that stuff happened, right? All that stuff happens. It's real. But then if you go, no, I'm sorry, I do actually think Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Like, what are you, fucking cuckoo bananas?
you're insane, dude.
You conspiracy theorist? Okay, sorry,
Look,
guys.
I've seen the files. He killed himself. Get over it.
Listen, no offense, but I'm not going to take any of your guys' words. I don't know you guys.
What if we took the most repulsive and depraved individuals and had them live in a house and surveyed them 24 hours? NBC presents Ped Pad.
Ooh.
That protects.
They already did Ped Pad. It was called Fish Tank.
I thought it was Road Rules.
all the
Victims
all of the
and also doesn't put out into the ether information that is irrelevant for production.
How about
of the
this?
public,
How about we decide
Yeah,
what's relevant?
thank you.
Fuckface. We pay for this. We pay for you. We pay for everything. We're funding this thing. It's like we don't even get a producer credit on it. It's bullshit.
Information that is irrelevant for production of the public, such as CSAM.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I know how much I had to pay in taxes this year. So I know for a fact that bought me some sort of fucking PDF file of a PDF file.
Yeah.
Can you fucking get it? Thanks.
Also, stop trying to gaslight everybody into thinking we want you to release child porn.
No!
Every piece of data I want about the Epstein case, out of all of it, there's not one byte of data that requires me to see child porn.
Yeah.
I want lists, names, dates, companies. That's all I want.
Yep.
So stop telling me that you can't give me those things without me somehow seeing a baby get fucked. Like,
Oh, sorry,
there's-
sorry, Marsh. Sorry, man, but we're gonna have. Sorry, we just can't give you the. We just, no matter, and I understand, but we can't give you the lists of the victims. It's like that's not what I want.
I don't need that.
I'm
I
not-
don't need any
listen,
of that.
I hear you, but I'm not going to dox these victims, okay? I'm not going to put
Yeah.
their names
Well,
and their phone numbers
it turns out-
on the internet.
It
you
turns
sick
out,
fuck.
but it turns out they're lying without lying. They
Yeah.
are technically protecting the victims of Israeli blackmail.
That's true. That's true. Good point.
In their own sick heads, they've somehow been like, technically, we are technically supposed to protect the names of victims. And technically, these guys were victims because they were being blackmailed. That's
Ready-
probably what they're telling themselves so they can sleep at night.
Ready to say yuck? Juanita Broadwick. It's hard to believe Epstein really killed himself and trust Cash and Dan at the same time. Therefore, I choose to trust Cash and Dan. The subject is now closed for me. You people are fucking, none of you fucking people. Oh, what have you done for the movement? You guys are all the same. None of you guys can freely think. Honestly, you can't. Look, I was going to vote for Trump no matter what because the other option was Kamala. Do not get me wrong. But I'm not going to sit here and clap like a fucking harp seal when people are lying in my fucking face. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. I don't give a shit what the fucking letter is next to the person that's fucking president. I don't fucking care. I do not care. I don't give a shit if the person follows me on Twitter. I don't fucking care. What I care about is the truth. And no, I don't buy it. And if you want me not to buy it, then you have to sell it to me in a way so I believe you. Because all of you people were all grifting on the Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself bandwagon.
Can I say, honestly, at the end of the day, who I finally respect the most out of this whole thing? Ashley St. Clair. That bitch saw the writing on the wall and said, you know what? I'm just going to get some billionaire cum in me. I'm done. I'm out of here. This is so stupid. That's pretty smart, huh? She just let a billionaire cum in her, and she's like, yeah, even Ashley St. Clair went, yeah, there's no long-term future in this MAGA grift. I'm going to get that Rocket Man to come in me instead.
All right. Well,
brilliant.
Let's go shit on the left for a little bit.
Just to be clear, Biden should not have run again. And to be
should have been
more
me.
Clear, he failed this country.
You couldn't beat Ted Cruz, bro. You got no shot.
Most important job that he had. In fact, the entire rationale for his presidency the first time and the rationale he tried to sell us on for his attempt to run for re-election. Only I can stop Donald Trump. And he failed to do that. And it's not just...
But he
didn't fail to do that.
But
he succeeded in doing it.
But he may have been right. I'm not saying that Kamala would have won. I'm not saying Biden would have beat Trump. But I am saying he would have had a better chance.
Way better
chance. Me, but our kids
No,
and grandkids.
he
and
succeeded in stopping Trump the first time. You guys didn't give him a second chance to do it. You ran a retard.
Generations that follow that might have to pay the price for this. We might very well lose, the greatest country that this world has ever known, and it might be in part because
Wakanda.
Of the decision that Biden and those around him made to run for re-election instead of having an open primary where.
Maybe I could have thrown my hat into the ring, maybe wild card
No,
Beto
sir.
O'Rourke. They like me. I do skateboard tricks. I eat Whataburger.
They're going to team me up with that gay guy who was in charge of the bridges. Cool.
The
He
greatest
doesn't even
talent
know Buttigieg's name.
Yeah.
that the Democratic Party can muster could be on that stage to have a competition of ideas and track record and vision and really excite not just Democrats, but the people
A competition of ideas. Meanwhile, at the Democrat convention, they're screaming about how you're a Nazi.
Exactly. What do you want to have, a science fair, you corny ass motherfucker?
Who did want change. I mean, if anything was clear coming out of 2024, they wanted change. And to literally run the oldest guy who many people accurately, to your point, said, I just don't think he is capable of doing that.
Yeah, but you kept your mouth shut. Show me a Beto O'Rourke tweet when you were going against Biden publicly. All of you kept your mouth shut. All of you did because all of you play the game. It's easy to come back afterwards when the guy has fucking cancer and he's gone to talk all this shit. But all of you played a
Dance
role
on his grave
like
and
Jake
shit.
Tapper and all these people in his book that he released about how we should have the Biden thing, the biggest cover up. But you guys were covering it up. We played
It
you
was
guys
you.
covering up you guys. You guys did it. You. And the fact that you know what sucks, dude. What makes me mad is like I want to say something to the effect of like, but you know what? Like it's obvious that they were lying, but most people will completely forget that and believe them because people are stupid, and that's all the fuck.
There's some motherfuckers that still wear masks.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck that. There are people that I've heard with my own ears unironically tell me no one was forced to take the vaccine.
Which is, of course, safe and effective, YouTube.
No, it is.
Absolutely. No, and they should have been forced to take the vaccine.
I think at gunpoint, honestly, between me and you, at gunpoint.
I say if it saves one life.
I don't care how many people we have to kill if it saves your grandma. I put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Speaking
with an
of
airbrush of your grandma.
Speaking of which,
$10,000 a month. And really, you look at me. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. How have you cut all these cuts? How the hell would I be able to shop at that store?
oh, also she's HIV positive.
What?
Yeah, not kidding. This woman is HIV positive, and she's mad because Republicans are going to might cut Medicare. I like that she's at least came in with her own little chair so you could just drag her out.
But it's just, yeah, no, you just she just wheel her out like a bar cart.
Yeah, exactly.
In a hotel conference room.
Put a stick in one of her back wheels. Good luck, bitch. Good luck.
Well, I'm sorry. We're gonna cut back how much of a burden you can be.
I know it sucks. Really, it does. Let's do. All right. Did you see Andrew Tate suing this dude?
Oh yeah, this is Milk Bar. This guy's been doing a lot of Tate stuff for a long time.
Andrew Tate is suing me for defamation. For the past 2 years, I've successfully exposed Andrew Tate, making video compilations.
I don't know who this dude is. But
Oh, I
is,
can-
is the name of his podcast the Big Book of British Podcasters?
So this guy cuts up videos mostly of Jimmy Dore, but like he's also just had like this. He's been hell bent against Andrew Tate for a while.
Okay.
But all this guy does is post videos of Andrew Tate speaking,
talking,
and then goes, in this tweet, Andrew Tate says, I'm a fucking sex trafficking lunatic. And then so now he's suing him, but literally he's everything he's done has just been here's Andrew Tate admitting to rape. You know what I mean? And then it's a video of Andrew Tate being like, hell yes, I rape women all the time in my Bugatti. And you're like, well, I mean, it's going to be hard to sue him.
I've successfully exposed Andrew Tate, making video compilations from footage he himself recorded, confessing to the very crimes he's now charged with committing.
Okay, you look at it from my position, pimp game. Having sex with girls is all good, but how do you get them to do as you say, make you money, obey you, allow you to cheat on them in front of their face?
Cheat on you in front of their face. Cheat on you.
And still love you. That's the game. I used sex as a tool to make women love me so they'd obey me and live in my house and make me money.
Yeah, because he's cool.
That's...
It's pretty cool, Virgie, is what that is.
Are you seriously so offended I strangled
Yeah,
you
it's
a
pretty rad.
little bit? You didn't pass out.
These videos successfully penetrated the narrative of lies that Andrew and Tristan Tate had built, that they were innocent, that had been shared by millions and played by some of the most prominent media figures and podcasts.
And Nathan Livingstone, who's kept
Well, he's not prominent anymore. Please don't put
tabs on this and put together a lot of these videos that we're using.
Wow. It's
Juxtaposed
pronounced poor eminent.
interview with Tucker with other things that he has said openly on camera.
That's how it goes. Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up, bitch, sex.
Okay.
I like that he did that almost like a dance instructor. Like step, step, pause, step, glare.
Slide to the left.
Sorry, I'm sending Marie my ideas for tonight.
The basic
this
moves
video?
of
I'm sending her just this clip.
A pimp.
Okay. Credit to Milk Bar TV for putting together that montage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Megan. I'm sorry, Megan Kelly. You can give Milk Bar TV credit, but you can't give me credit for the Starlight thing? You bitch. You fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
It's okay, Megan. I think you're all right.
You're such an asshole.
Milk Bar TV for putting together that montage.
The Tate's entire defense is they're simply being persecuted by the Matrix for telling the truth. But the truth is, the Tates openly weaponize the legal system,
Man, it's like his mouth is angry at you.
It is, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
intimidate their critics
His fucking teeth look like a skate park.
who speak out against them.
I don't need a reason. You're gonna have to defend yourself, regardless.
Why are you yelling at me? I don't understand the yelling thing, dude. I don't.
That's the thing about the American legal system. You cannot ignore it.
You cannot ignore it. You cannot ignore it.
I don't care. I will sue
That's
you
why
for
you
any and
fled
every
Florida.
reason forever. And you're gonna have to hire lawyers and turn up forever. I will do that. I'm that guy. I'm paid.
Hey, bud, you just lost any lawsuit you just fucking filed because that's called a slap case, you fucking idiot.
It's not even about guilty. It's not about why. It's just about because I can.
I've not been alone in exposing the Tates, and I'm not the only one included in the lawsuit. Several citizen journalists are also included.
Stop calling yourself citizen journalists. Look, we're all podcasters.
Yeah,
making
just call
content.
yourself
We're-
autists like everybody
that's
else
fine.
calls
I
them.
don't care, but we're not citizen journalists. We shut up.
Many remain anonymous precisely because of the Tate's history of intimidation, including doxing.
But at first I put his street name.
I put a street name.
Then I put his house number.
But the house number.
When he looked out the window and saw the SUV, then he starts apologizing on the internet. Like a little bitch.
Why
were you sending people to people's houses?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
What?
would Andrew Tate, who has over 10 million followers and the support of some of the most powerful influencers in the world, see me and citizen journalists who have a tiny following?
We're not citizen journalists.
Why would we be seen as such a threat that he would need to sue us because we have what he doesn't: the truth.
Oh my god.
I don't like Andrew Tate, but I can't listen to this guy anymore. He's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude, I'm on Andrew Tate's side
Yeah,
now.
at this point, just shut up.
Yeah, trafficking
Yeah,
women's
dude.
based.
Yeah, at this point, if it means I don't have to listen to you anymore, bro, it sounds good. I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest with you. Maybe he's nice. I don't know, dude, but oof. Why are you adding music to this? It's a lawsuit. It's not a murder. It's not a murder podcast on A&E. You know what I mean? Fucking relax.
Yeah, dude. What you fucking think you are, sword and scale?
Yeah, no, seriously. Do you want to be Carl Jobst to completely fuck up on your own lawsuit, you idiot?
You
But that
fucking-
Carl Jobst thing's
Dude,
hilarious.
I've been covering it, and it's fucking so much worse too. Because he owes $700,000. Apparently, Notch only gave him $300K. He was telling his lawyers to rack shit up because he was so sure he was gonna win. And he wanted to hit Billy with damages on top of it.
Whoops.
Bro, Billy's just been posting videos of Carl Jobst being a shitty pickup artist, and it's the funniest thing.
Him being
I've
a pickup
ever
artist
seen.
is pretty funny. Okay.
Yeah, I think Billy started selling a hot sauce too. That was like Carl Jobst inspired.
Scoop says, happy Victoria Day to Canadians, Frozen and Pessy, on behalf of the RTC crew. Gates up above, back to the Butterfinger BBs. Why do they always put just enough in there that you want more, but you finish the bag? No, we're not going back to the Butterfinger BBs, but I do agree with you. Chevy fan, you guys should cover Tim Dillon's CNN interview that just came out. Why?
Look, the only thing I want to cover Tim Dillon in is quicklime.
Yeah, does he? Hold on, answer this. Does he kiss a guy? Because
Denard. He's a registered
not
sex
gay.
offender already.
Hey, look at our boy. He did another human trafficking investigation.
And he's registered.
I pulled
because
this
he
one
had
for a very
sex with a
specific
minor.
reason. Do you have it at the timestamp? Yes, you do. Okay, keep
11,
going.
right? 11 minutes?
Yeah, there you go. Just keep going.
In 2007. He's
This
been to
gets
prison
so
on
weird.
2 different occasions, and he's out. We've said it over and over. If a sex predator is out, he's dangerous. And he came here.
What if it's a real predator? Because they can, like, see heat and stuff. That's
Yeah, you
even
got to be
scary.
careful with that. They can cloak.
Bro, what if, like,
Yeah.
sex predators had predator powers? That'd be really scary. That was basically Hollow Man, pretty much.
Yeah, here's the problem, though. Can seeing heat signatures, it's Florida in the summertime. Is that really going to help you?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Predator, but you're not. I'm not
No,
trapped in here
he
with
turns
you.
it on and
You're
just
trapped in here with me.
He turns it on and just blinds him. It's
Yeah.
all
It's like
red.
night
It's
vision
all
in the
red.
day.
Ah!
It's just shrieking. Yeah.
thinking he was going to have sex with a 15-year-old child. In fact, he didn't actually travel. He just
Oh,
talked
truth,
online.
no.
And Tampa police, one of our colleagues in this operation, picked him up.
Okay.
And he
showed up thinking he was going to be meeting a minor for sex, but what he got was me with a little propeller hat and a big old lollipop. And
I
we
know which
arrested
one. I
him.
know which one you're looking
Oh.
for, Virgie. I'm looking for it. What's the timestamp? Hold on. I found it.
Okay. So you notice how the last part he was talking about like the crimes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep the just
our colleagues here of some other things. Let me get this out of the way. All right, I'm going to go through these.
Let's go through some photos,
How about
guys.
Jason Bathis from 43.
I'm sorry. What?
Full screen it for everyone.
Wait for it.
Ready? Are you ready?
This gets so goddamn funny.
Okay, here we go.
Davenport. This is our human trafficking and prostitution, folks. He's charged with offering to commit. This Jason Bathis.
He's so. I've never seen Grady Judd flustered.
It's because he's so bricked up because of how hot Jason is.
No, actually, wait. No, actually, wait.
Okay.
When he walks in, you think, well, I have set up a deal with an ugly woman, and I think you would all agree that this guy's an ugly woman.
This guy is an ugly one. I love it. I love that.
Oh my god.
I love you, Grady.
Right?
Whoa!
This is what you really get when the makeup comes off.
Okay, that's about what I'd expect.
Yo.
This is Jason Bathis. Now I want you to think about this a minute, okay? You decide that you're going to hook.
He's working on his Tide 5.
up with a woman.
He just goes, "We want to let these play sports."
Comes in, and she's already uglier than a mud fence.
Jeez, a mud fence. What is that?
Whoa, what?
I know,
I've never even heard that before.
It feels racist. It might not be, but it sounds it.
Right? And then, as you start to engage, you find out, hey,
He just completely stopped talking about the crime and started fantasizing about a scenario where he ended up in a prostitution thing with this.
He's gonna no. He's roasting him now. Let's see. I want to see.
That's what he's definitely doing. He's definitely going with him. Yeah, imagine you got this fucking freak show walks in.
hey, this dudette is a dude.
Dudette?
Yeah, he's
If you
having
look
too much
what
fun
he
with
really
it.
looks like. Yeah, he looks like he should have been in a Scarface movie.
The
somewhere.
band Aerosmith once said, "Yeah, dude looks like a lady," and now I know what they mean by that.
I don't know.
You know, folks, my grandson taught me a term I just learned the other day. Bussy. Y'all ever heard of this now?
I don't want him to know
Says
what
it
that
wrong.
means.
Well,
Bussy.
this man going out looking for some bussy.
Oh, here we go. No, his grandson should
calls
not
it
be teaching him these
Busey.
words.
You
Yeah.
know, Busey.
This is what's
Now, I don't
happening.
know what Gary's got to do with any of this.
People think they're getting this, and many times they're getting a really bad guy.
But even if I saw the one on the left, I'd be like, that's a dude.
Yeah, I'd be like, I
So
guess
this
I'm
is
meeting a very
before-
bad guy.
Before and after, you know. When you find them in the bar at night, you know, you try to drink them pretty.
He's having fun with
You can't drink them unpenised.
And you
I'll
wake
tell
up
you
the next
that
morning
much.
and you
You
see
can't
this.
drink a penis away.
Yeah, that's what we call Rolex ugly.
I don't get what Rolex
Well, he's
ugly
going to
means.
explain.
Hey, yeah.
Well,
He
explains.
loves to explain the bit, so I knew he was going to explain.
Okay, cool. Let's see what Rolex ugly is. Hold on, I need to know.
Rolex ugly is you wake up the next morning and they're laying on your arm and your Rolex is there and you just chew your arm off and leave the Rolex. You just
That's coyote ugly when you chew
Yeah,
your
but
arm up.
it's a variation on the form in which you have a Rolex.
Why? This is.
I don't know. It's hard
gotta
to
get out of
grasp
there.
about that.
So
You
one
don't care
one
about
more
the Rolex.
time. This here is the dog that the Baja men have been singing about.
Excellent. But that's the kind of people we're going to talk about today. Then there's a Darius Taylor. He's 34. He played at Lake Gibson High School.
Okay.
Football.
Nice.
Went on to have an outstanding career.
The rest
in
of
the
these
NFL.
are just what you expect. I watched this whole thing.
Wait, this guy was in the
earlier.
NFL?
Well, he played for the Carolina Panthers. The Tampa
Well, then
Bay
he didn't have an
Buccaneers.
exceptional career. I mean, let's calm down.
Yeah.
He either had an exceptional career or he played for the Carolina Panthers.
You're
Let's-
It's the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, another shit team.
And he was a linebacker. But listen, the dude made a lot of mistakes. He not only brought his 6-year-old child to the operation, but he left his 6-year-old child in the car
To get a hooker. No, Virgie, there's still a little bit here.
when he went to do
Yeah,
the
you know what?
operation.
I'm sorry. My bad.
The 6-year-old child has a lot of medical issues, and he left this
Yeah, like a black dad. Okay, that was fucking brutal. Okay, that was even for me, that was a little rough.
He left some kid with like a feeding tube and like an undeveloped
His
like,
kid's in a little.
esophagus.
He's in a little place called Iron Lung in
Oh,
the back
no.
of his fucking F-150.
It's like that bright blue and orange
Of
color.
course, it's play school.
This child has a medical condition. Yeah, he has a black mother. He has CTE. I know.
They do like to slap him. They do like to slap.
Look, for the one time a father is present, and all of a sudden he still gets in trouble. You can't win. You know, you can't win, Brood.
Yeah, dude.
But black people are the only people that, like, as 6-year-old kids have cauliflower ears.
Yeah, I know you're right.
And ear piercings.
Yeah.
Cauliflower ears, but we'll never know the taste of actual cauliflower.
No, it's like Moses not seeing the promised land, Bessie.
child alone that should have never been left alone because of medical conditions. DCF was on site, took possession of the child immediately.
And now the state's going to raise him, which is going to be even better for him when he goes up.
Found mom. Mom came and got the child. The child is doing fine. This guy here, you know, obviously he must have hit one too many people as a linebacker because
Is he going to make a CT joke?
his brain cells are scrambled.
All right.
Hell yeah.
He shouldn't have shown up in the first place, but to leave that child, my goodness. So he picked up a child neglect charge along with everything else. Then there's David Michael. He's 35. He's a medical doctor for Orlando Health.
Was. Okay.
He showed up. He's got dual citizenship. He's also from the country of Egypt. And he decided to, hey, I'm not saving any lives or making people feel better tonight, so I'll go make sure I feel better by going to this house of ill repute that turned out being...
Okay, so here's what bugs me, right? And I'm sure you're going to agree with me on this, so Mercy, tell me what you think. He's mixing in a doctor who went to get a hooker, like an of-age hooker, these are underage or anything, of-age hooker, with dude who left guy in the car, which the pedophile guy. It feels like there's a difference. Is there not a difference?
He just likes to shame people. This is his favorite thing to do.
No, I know, but you would think there is a difference, right?
No, not to him.
Oh, no, not to him. I know.
He's a psycho.
Law enforcement officers from all over Central Florida doing what's right.
Yeah, because you know what the one thing when you talk to hookers that they'll tell you is they never service any cops. That's
No,
for sure.
Of course not. It's illegal. Why would the cops break the law?
Remember that cop that got fired because he took that chick to the hotel room that was drunk on the side of the road?
There's Namish Patel.
I'm fine with that one. Go to jail. I don't give a shit
Bye.
what he did. No, sorry, bye. Yep, bye. Bye. Bye.
He doesn't even care what he did.
I don't give a fuck.
We literally just had an innocent fucking Indian guy last week, and we've already gone back to guilty.
Let me guess. Anesthesiologist.
Oh, let's find out.
Issue's 53. He's an event planner.
We was planning an event. We was dick.
Yeah.
He didn't plan on this event.
And also he's a filthy street shitter.
But
Did I mention that?
He's an event planner. He's on public assistance.
I don't care what he did. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yep. We asked him, dude, what are you doing here? He says, my wife's being treated for cancer at Moffitt.
Dude, fucking Indians get real horny.
Yeah, they do.
Well, number one,
I don't know. If that were true, there'd be a lot of rapes in that country.
you have cancer, there's not a better place, any place, than Moffitt, okay? Highly recommend that. But since she's being treated, I thought I'd just show up here. You got to be kidding me, man. You're not home taking care of your wife?
Well, the doctors are doing
Yeah, I
that.
mean, she's in the
Not
hospital.
to be a
She's
dick,
probably
but-
asleep
Hold on.
at this point. You know what I mean? You're awake. You're just walking around the hospital, eating vending machine food. I mean, what do you want?
So these are a bunch of dudes and half dudes. These are a bunch of dudes. These are all dudes who were busted in like the same fuck house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. But hold on, let's go even better though. Also, his wife is going through cancer treatment. You know what's going
That's
to
fucked
really,
up.
you know what's really going to help
This
her
press
out?
conference.
This press conference.
But that's great. But wait, these guys weren't just going to see hookers. They were going to one of those like in Taken, where it's just like a room with like makeshift curtains and mattresses on floors.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, it's so hot.
Yeah.
if
No,
hot
it's
you mean
true.
like humid,
That's true.
yes.
That's true. If a mattress on a bed spring, Mersh can't even come anymore.
I can't come unless the girl involved is kind of scared.
Yeah, he can't come unless when he puts his phone charging next to the bed, it's on the floor.
There has to be some element of fear.
Yeah. Mersh only fucks women when he has to reach up for the glass of water after he's done. Sorry. Anyway, guys, if you really like all these Indian jokes and whatever we're doing, I don't know. RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com, Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry for just $7. That's like fucking nothing. That's a Starbucks, dude.
It's very cheap. And if you guys aren't donating and signing up, you guys are cheap.
Yeah, you don't want to be cheap. Listen, the last thing you want to be around here is poor. Like a poor person? What's that about, man? So do us a favor. Head over there right now. If you sign up for just $7, you get every Wednesday show. You get half a Friday show. And you get all of our movie reviews and a backlog. And you get every single episode, the podcast version with 0 commercials immediately after the show is over. So if you're people that, I know a lot of people that don't even know what we look like, that just listen to us.
It's not great.
It's not the best, so just keep listening to us. But guys, we'll be right back. Stay where you are.
Hey, you guys notice how many Asians there are at this school? I mean, how'd they all get so smart?
I don't know. Guess that's just the way God made them.
Gentlemen, I give you the Asian. Ooh. Compact, hairless, and fiercely intelligent. The penises, while tiny, are extremely efficient. We're projecting 10 billion within 5 years. Also, there'll be different varieties that will all hate each other for some reason.
Do they eat just like regular food?
No, the opposite.
Second hour, ROTC. I forgot about that, Richard. It's going. Frozen's on a fishing trip.
Oh, I thought he died.
Canada Day, so he's on a fishing trip. Yeah, because he posts these messages like "Bye forever, guys," because he wants attention. So
yeah,
congratulations, Frozen, you got it. Jerk. Hi everybody. Second hour ROTC. It is of course a what's today? Monday,
I suppose.
I don't care. A Monday show is what you're looking at, I think, and I think we need a little music.
Are we taking off next Monday?
Yeah, it's a holiday. It's a holiday, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not going to disrespect this country, okay?
Yeah, I'm not going to disrespect. Is it troops, right? The troops Memorial Day, something.
It's not Labor Day. It's the troops.
The dead ones.
The dead troops.
Okay, yeah, I'm
not
not
the alive
troops.
troops.
The dead troops.
Mm-mm.
They're ghosts.
Mm-hmm. They're interesting. The dead troop ghosts. Let's hit a little music. I don't know what this is. I'm playing it blind. I have no clue.
Yeah, this is BLP Kosher.
Okay, who is this? Can you explain? I don't know what this is.
BLP Kosher. He's just he's like a Jewish SoundCloud rapper. He is like pretty big, and he's just a brr, grr, grr, brr, grr, like that list crap.
Promise never to waste how much them hollows cost. I let it clap like Lady Gaga.
How much them hollows cost? Like he's if you like this kind of rap, he's not bad, but.
Got came with a dick, 8 inches in thick. Pause. What it is? Them jits so mid. A heckler can't even laugh about that shit. The clip's so big.
Okay, I hate this. I can't
hate
even
it.
look another second of this. Is terrible.
I hate it.
Right?
Oh my
I
god.
hate him.
Why don't you guys like it?
What? Oh, because
I
it's.
feel like-
Oh no, because it sucks. Why I don't like
Like,
it.
guys are
Maybe
just
it's a different
anti-Semitic.
reason you don't like it. No, yes, but that's not why I don't
Yes,
like it.
yes, no, no. Yes, Virgie, I'm anti-Semitic, and that's why it's bad.
Thank you,
Yeah,
you, Bessie. Guys.
Police are trying to question this shirtless man after a reported altercation at an elementary school.
A woman was towing her car out of the school parking lot. He tried to grab
We
it.
watched
open
this.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
watch this on Nightwave too.
I know. I just want to play the short version that on here.
Car door.
The officer asked the shirtless man, identified as 26-year-old Ocean McClintock, to
That's
have
a great
seat
name.
while he figures out what's going on.
I don't have to. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Yeah, you do.
The suspect takes off running.
Ocean
The cop gives
McClintock sounds like a defense contracting company.
Or like a fucking center for Alabama.
Yeah.
chase as McClintock flees to a nearby parking lot where the cop's partner happens to be parked in her patrol car.
Her patrol car.
Fountain Valley, California. Body cam
Hey,
shows
Papa, you might want to get the song ready.
Oh, I already have it.
the shirtless man
Okay,
trying
good.
to pull the gun out of her hands. Then he wrestles the gun.
Tries to pull the gun out of her hands, and because he's a man, he takes it. Now she could have shot him. I saw the whole body cam.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did
he-
too.
yeah.
She
This
could have
coulda
shot
went real bad.
A man could have. First off, this wouldn't have happened if it was a man. Would have shot him like 3 times already.
Out of her
Yeah,
hands.
he had or she had every right to shoot that motherfucker.
He has my gun. He has my gun.
She begs McClintock not to shoot her.
Please don't shoot me.
This is pathetic.
Her partner orders McClintock to drop the weapon.
Oh, then a man solves it. Then a man solves the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the gun is in his hand. The female cop takes cover behind a mail truck.
Cool. So my female partner is really-
Look, but even in the truck has to be male to protect her.
Where do they find him? In the patrol car.
And here's where it
The
gets
cops
fun.
open fire. McClintock is
Cool. So
pronounced
she's
dead.
like not even like a cop. She's like a criminal armorer.
Yeah, no, seriously. No. So, I don't think we played this on the main show yet. I know
Oh
you've
god,
heard it,
this
I've
thing
played
is
it.
a banger.
However, Rational Times are making songs.
Oh man.
And now we have a song for this.
That light was totally yellow, man. What the fuck? Dude, it's a girl cop.
Keep your hands where I can
Let's go.
If you wanna run away, well, it's your lucky day,
Girl cops.
This fucking
100
rocks.
pounds or more, they can't take you to the floor,
Girl cops.
Even if you're in cuffs, they don't make it very tough, girl cops. If you want a power trip with a pistol on her hip,
Girl cops.
you can run away cause they're not very fast. It's not the movie, so they can't kick your ass. They can push up to save their life or beat a smaller man in any kind of fight. Girl cops, they're hot, but they can't do a lot.
I like how he cuts like porn cuts.
Yeah.
Girl cops.
Rights away, you know I love it, babe. Girl cops.
She is cute though.
I don't mind doing time when the lady cop is fine. Girl cops. If you're gonna take
This
me
is so embarrassing, dude. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, they don't have the best track record. I think we can agree there.
And then I'll put I'm gonna do is I'll put the song in the chat for everybody to give Irrational Times a little love too. He rules and he makes great music.
They're so bad.
Yeah, dude. They are. Please don't shoot me!
Yeah, this went from get on the ground to please don't shoot me real quick.
Here's what women should be doing, Mersh.
London Kay has her Los Angeles neighborhood in stitches.
Because she's sewing stuff.
Knitting.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
That's because she's a yarn bomber.
What's the difference between a sewer and a knitter? Are we on locals?
No, we can't say it.
Oh, okay.
London Kay has her Los Angeles neighborhood in stitches. That's because she's a yarn bomber.
It's a fucking yarn bomber.
She,
I've seen this.
She's been mailing mail packages with bombs in them to people until they publish her knitting manifesto.
That's
Crocheted
terrible.
bombs.
Yeah, Jesus, guy.
No, I've seen this actually around the city once. Like I've seen this even like in Toronto and stuff. Women will like crochet like little sleeves and then put it on like the branch of a tree.
You know what?
Aw.
I'm actually fine with that. That's a girl thing. At least they're not cops.
No,
Hey.
I honestly hope code enforcement comes and fucking fines her $5,000 for every tree.
And then a female cop shows up and accidentally shoots him.
Yes.
So let me ruin it for you. They don't come back and take them down.
No.
And then it rains.
No.
And then there's just like this fucking mold mat
Do they
all
really,
over
do
the
they
trees.
really not take it down?
No, they don't
No.
fucking take them down, dude. They
It's the
think
trees
it's cute.
now.
Oh.
They make sweaters for trees, dude. How do you not hate that?
I don't know, Virgie. Maybe because I got a little sunshine in my life.
Yeah, I
You
still
know?
have hope for.
Yeah, you know, Virgie, maybe because I like to look at things sometimes and go, wow, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Instead of you that goes, how is this black people's fault?
Yeah, Virgie, we're glass half full guys. We're not who made this glass, what's the quality, this idiot, why did they make this glass so terrible?
I'm not showing up to fucking puppet shows and screaming at kids. There's a fucking hand in a sock.
You stupid idiot! They don't even clean the Muppets.
They don't. They don't though.
They're probably
They're very
coated in cum.
stiff.
Probably coated in cum, huh?
Hanging up
Piggy,
her
definitely.
crocheted creations in public places.
You're putting things outside. You're leaving it there for people to enjoy.
See?
You don't know how long it's
See,
gonna
you're
stay
leaving
up.
it there.
You don't know how long it's going to stay up. All right, you know what?
Okay, but here's my problem, right? But then when, let's say I have certain literature I want to hang from trees in the neighborhood, and all of a sudden I get in trouble.
Mersh, yours are swastikas.
No, well, so what? Who cares if they are or aren't?
So you want to make.
I wanted to add some beauty to the trees in the
Hear
world.
me out. Crochet swastikas.
Ladies.
Who says fascism can't be comfy?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
also
Virgie's got a point though. I don't need some woman leaving something out there that gets moldy and can like harm the lungs of all the homeless people sleeping in tents in the fucking park.
You know, that's actually fine. You know, actually,
Yeah.
now I like her. You know what's funny, Pessy, is that you could tell that this is not a real nothing. She does nothing. Her husband has a lot of money. Look how big her ring is.
Well, yeah, of course. And
This is a rich girl hobby that now gets to be on the news.
By the way, speaking of girl hobbies, women will do anything except just naturally have a child and care for it.
It'll take forever on a certain piece.
London tells KC.
I mean, would though, right?
Yeah.
BS, she always gets
but all she's gonna talk about is yarn.
permission to hang her work, so it doesn't get taken
Oh,
down
look how creative she
prematurely.
is, guys, because it's like a rainbow.
But she never knows what kind of reaction she's going to get.
Thank you. That's why I love yarn bombing. The amount
Because I love yarn bombing because this is what she's about to say in her own way. Because I get like all this attention and admiration. Like, you know what? I like it because I already have a pretty cushy life, but I just feel like it's like not about me a lot.
Also, can we stop destroying the meanings of words? Like when you just go, that's amazing. You put a doily on a tree. Is that amazing? Like to me, if I saw like an F-16, right, almost fly into the SunTrust building, and at the very last nanosecond, the dude ejected out of the plane and then landed completely fine in the middle of Tampa downtown, I'd go, that was amazing. I'd be like, whoa.
Now imagine if there was a crochet doily on and how more amazing it would be.
You know what's amazing? The job
Makes
her
me
husband
sad.
has that allows her to fucking waste yarn on chain link fences around the fucking
He's probably
city.
a colonel in the Air Force or something.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude.
Thank you. That's why I love yarn bombing. The amount of people that get to see your work when you do.
And then to give me attention like you're doing right now, I really flick my bean to that.
Put it outside in your community is so much more than if you keep it at home stuffed under your bed.
I bet you she calls it her small business.
Mm-hmm. No,
She
you know,
hopes that a
she calls it her calling.
new generation of crocheters will keep
I'd be calling a divorce lawyer.
the craft alive. This teen shows some hope, even if she's still learning how to pronounce
Yeah, Virgie,
crochet.
I also wish it was her calling, but with a U.
This is Inside Edition.
You're right, Virgie. I'm sorry that I even gave him any sort of love. She ended up being terrible.
No, it's okay.
And I should have known because she was a woman. You know?
Well, I said a thing, so it had to have been wrong. So I don't blame you.
Okay, so hold on. We're checking in on our plus. Remember the plus size queen?
This is the one with the really beautiful voice.
This is the Canadian one, the one that was going to all the free Burger King stuff. She's getting bigger. Day in the life.
Oh, she is. Holy shit.
Day in the life.
I lifted my arms. I got so insecure. We're spending the day together as someone who doesn't want to be
should.
perceived for doing too much or not doing enough.
What?
Why do you give a okay? First off, there's a mental disease going around where it's people. Why do you give a shit what strangers perceive you as? Like, who gives a shit? I don't care. Why do you care? Why do I care to someone I'm going to see that I'm never going to see on an airplane and fucking thinks of me?
Have you seen how I dress if I go into a Target? If I gave a fuck how people looked.
Want to have to do
Is
things.
she getting
just
ready
to
for the
make
day, putting on her
content. Normal
makeup?
Day.
Oh, hold on. Yes, hold on. This is.
Ooh, I'm excited for the before and laughter.
Things just to make
She's
content.
gonna eat the toothpaste.
A normal day.
Yeah,
does
it's
not
bacon
exist
flavored, Royce. What do
in
you?
my vocabulary.
Look at the width. Look at the width on this bad boy. That's a big one. That is a big one. That is a 6Xer. She'd be top tier slop material, honestly, if she decided to move to the States.
Did anybody ever think that Bad Reputation song would become like the battle cry for like fat, sloppy, stinky, gross women?
I'm glad it did too. I didn't like that song that much.
Each day is more chaotic than the next. This one was pretty chill, which is really weird. To be described as someone who drinks tea.
What?
Look at her little pig hand.
Also, look at
Look at her little pig hand. It's a little pig hand.
Okay, but
It looks like a pig foot in a jar.
Oh my god.
Pig hand aside, can I just point out a little thing that she just did right there? Talking about enjoying tea. Like that's just a hot cup of chamomile.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like it's
a
Earl
little-
Grey. Like it's Earl Grey. No. That's a sugar drink. And by the way, probably tastes good, I'm sure.
But it's not tea. You got to be be honest about the language you use. Like if I just went, well, I'm gonna go have a cup of tea. Royce would picture, oh, you're drinking tea, like regular old tea. And if I came back with that,
I'd be
he'd
like,
go,
"Oh,
that is not
that's
tea.
not tea.
That's a milkshake with some tea in it.
You know what would make my stomach feel better? Tea. Marsh comes back to the boba tea with chocolate balls in it. I got my tea with a big straw with whipped cream on top.
You know what I could use is like a nice, maybe just to set on my stomach, a nice
come back?
chocolate milk. I come back with a frosty. Like, that's not chocolate milk.
Thirsty for ice
A
cream.
large chocolate milkshake from McDonald's.
Man, I could use a chocolate milk. I come back with a Dairy Queen Blizzard.
I asked for double Oreos. It almost fell out when he flipped it.
By the way, I had to go out last night, and I was driving home, right? And because, again, I haven't been drinking, so it's like any kind of snack. Bro, it was 10:01 last night, and I was like, oh, I want this twisty treat. And dude, you never saw a sadder fat boy yesterday. It was literally, you could see it was, you could see from the road.
Yeah.
That there was no more line, and people were, and I was like,
Twisty Treat rules.
I wanted to go over there and have a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm sure Twisty Treat is known for the building that's shaped like an ice cream cone is known for their tea.
I was thirsty
Earl
for
Grey.
ice cream.
By the way, that's a venti. That's not a small her. That's just how big she is.
But I had
That's
this
a Trenta.
I had this childlike feeling last night of like, yay, ice cream, and then wow,
no ice cream.
I'm just driving all sad.
To be described as someone who drinks tea. Like I don't, but maybe I should start.
You're a gross.
Don't give a fuck about my fat reputation.
And I had to go pick up my
Don't
stash
give a fuck that I'm pre-diabetic.
from my plug. Obviously, I secured the bag.
For beaties.
I was gonna do laundry and unpack more of my things. As soon as I looked at it, I got overstimulated. And
She got overstimulated, guys.
By the way, that is like probably a place she's lived in for quite a while. She isn't even unpacked. That's how much of a fat fuck she is.
3 years been there.
Yeah, exactly.
that was that. Do you have a dishwasher? But it was just easier to do it by hand because I only had 2 dishes.
This bitch is so fat and only has 2 dishes because all she does is eat out and DoorDash.
I also do
No,
not
she had
read.
6, but she keeps eating the dishes.
And I am absolutely an imposter. Thing I would like to start. Until next time, okay, bye, love you.
She's so quirky. The book was upside down. Isn't she funny?
Fucking hate her. Here. I got not that one. We'll do that one in a second. I got a couple more things that I wanted to do. Where did I put it? There it is. There she. Listen, look.
I'm kind of getting sick of looking at this dumb bitch.
I think most people are. She's very disgusting.
Hey everyone, we're plus size park hoppers, and this is our Disney Springs evening outfit of the day. My jumpsuit is from Universal Standard,
Yeah, that's her. You can't jumpsuit.
and my hair.
You know, this shows just how fat these women are. Like, one thing a fat woman can find in her size is a fucking dress. It's basically a tent. And you still chose a goddamn jumpsuit. You fucking revolting Massachusetts garbage, you.
She's humongous.
Might be from TJ Maxx, I am not sure. My sandals are Teva.
Everything about you's Max. Remember when your calves were too fat to ride the Tron ride?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Remember when your dad could ride it, but you couldn't?
Oof.
My shirt is from Universal Standard.
What standard are we holding this to then?
Oh, the universe. The size of the universe.
Okay, you know what? If that's for scale, that's fair that she is the universal standard.
The sizing on Universal Standard's website is Pluto, Mars, Uranus, Neptune.
Universal standard.
My shorts are from Ford, and my shoes are from Ford. My jumpsuit is from Universal.
Yo, what's up with her hairline?
It's running away. It's because I think the forehead's fat, but the hair can't grow in new spots.
Yo, she looks like Dom DeLuise in like his late life.
No. She looks like Kyle from Tenacious D. Exactly like Kyle Gass from Tenacious D, dude.
Or Marlon Brando from Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Oh my God. Wow, lady.
My dress is from Torrid, and my shoes are also from Torrid. My purse is from Amazon, and my diabetes medication is from the pharmacy.
She's doing good.
My bag is lunch run. It's from my coworker Janessa.
Janessa, I already hate her.
And my flip flops are Skechers Gogo Chrome, same from Elmer.
Sexy.
My dress is from Universal Standard.
Another universal standard.
It has pockets.
What's the point of doing these videos if you shop at Ross?
Yeah, no, I know. Well, to show off how cute you look. Well, when you're that big, they're black holes, but okay.
My ears are from Epcot. My earrings are from Target, maybe. And my shoes are Crocs from TJ Maxx. My dress
Oh, look at the gun on this one.
is from Universal Standard. My bag is from Amazon.
She's the shy one.
My ears are from Shop Disney. Well, real Disney, but you could probably get them on Shop Disney. And that's it. Bye.
Oh my God, Otto, you'll balance your shit.
Dude, that one does not like doing the videos anymore. I think the comments are getting to that one the most.
Well, yeah, no, the comments are getting them. A bunch of people now are making fun of them. A lot of people now, you know.
But like you sought this out.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanted attention. And it's also like, you know, of course they'll eventually turn it into like we're victims here. And it's like, it's not because you're fat, which, yeah, that is funny and you're gross. But it's just the fact that like anyone who wants attention online is going to get the bad attention with the good attention. Doesn't matter what you do.
Okay.
Even if you're like a fitness influencer, there's people out there trying to fuck with you and get in your head. You know
all
what
the
I mean?
time.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know, man. I think your macros are all wrong. You're not quite looking as good as your trainer says you do. That's all you got to do. And then those people are going to be like, ah! You know what I mean? The internet knows what it's doing.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really care what it is.
It's
Yeah.
out to fuck with you.
Well, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, those mean people, we take away their bank accounts.
So that sounds good. So
Like the Canadian truckers?
Mm-hmm. So remember that thing that
Oh, yeah. This is
the
Buzz
allergies?
from Home Alone.
Yuck.
Is that Mac's mom?
Mm-hmm. No. Remember the one that the allergies one, the one that her disability is allergies? She's back.
Why won't you just explain your disabilities to them?
Oh, by the way, also on you got there's also public assistance.
Well,
okay?
that goes without saying.
Okay.
Why won't you just explain your disabilities to them? They want to know that back. Oh, so many reasons. It's really complicated and not easy to explain in a short little internet video. They're not going to validate anything I say.
So that's
Why do you need that? Why do you require that? Why do these people require so much validation?
Which is just going to be hard to deal with.
So if people do not validate you, you cannot go on with your life.
Yep.
Maybe the reason people aren't validating you is because they're criticizing you because the thing that you're saying that you have is stupid. Like your disability can't be allergies. I have allergies too. You know what I do? I take a Claritin and I do my job. Like, shut up.
They're not entitled to know my personal information just because.
Oh my God! Look at the chin hair. Look, I just saw. Look at the chin hair.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
Look at the chin hair. There's chin hair. Hold
Growing
on,
a
guys.
little-
Here you go. So you can see
growing a
the chin
little,
hair.
Growing a sweet little
nice stash, dude.
Chin
Because I
strap.
need financial support. We all need financial support to survive capitalism.
No, I don't.
No.
Oh my God.
You don't. You need financial support to survive capitalism, dude. So we gotta give her money. We have to support her.
Is it also demand avoidance? I think it's also demand avoidance. Why won't
Demand avoidance, if you look it up, is this made-up new thing they're trying to push, where they want to be a mental disorder where you're not allowed to
Yeah.
demand things from people.
Yeah, Merch has it.
Oh, that's true. He does have demand avoidance. Genocide Turkish. Tell Trump to have Butterfinger BBs and the Vienna ice cream cake and a double down chicken sandwich back. You're right. Slide Lego. Beto O'Rourke, I definitely could have beaten Donald Trump. Trump, you're Beto dork. That's what we're going to call you. Dodd's Place, $5 for the dead troops. It's all I can afford after taxes. SPLC investigator, Wood with a crochet condom. Invisible Bod, hey, I saw a midget today and I warmed my heart, so I wanted to pay it forward and give you fellas a little scratch from when you're out there moving and a shaking. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Moving and a shaking.
Moving and a shaking is what they wrote. Okay, so I want you to tell me, at what age do we stop breastfeeding, do you think?
Babies get attached to their moms. It's incredibly hard
Oh,
to get a
no.
child that is
Oh,
past
this
the
one's
age of
bad.
1.
How about this? How about no more breastfeeding period? All right, we have baby formula.
Look at this.
Yeah, you want a bunch of retard babies?
I'm fucking around. I knew Virgie was going to give you like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? No more putting your titty in a baby's mouth, ladies. All right, it's unsavory.
I'm just
okay? Just use the formula.
I just think when the baby weighs more than the mom, they should stop.
I like.
I don't know.
What I like to do is go up to women breastfeeding in public and go, "Fucking pervert."
See, what I do is I walk up and I go, Yummy. Can I get next? I'm gonna get mad.
No, I scream
I
at him.
just walk up and don't say anything. You just
look at
keep
them.
looking.
No, I go up and scream pervert at them, and they go, "What, for breastfeeding my baby?" And I go, "No, because you fuck dogs." And
If
then
they're
they go-
breastfeeding-
and then they go, "Well, good point."
Breastfeeding in public.
Yeah.
What do you have in a mutt? What you do is if you're like a First Amendment tit auditor, you film them, and if they get mad, be like, "Look, you're out in public with your tit out. I'm going to film you. It's my
That's
First
it.
Amendment
It's
right."
it's my right.
To quit breastfeeding. This
Hey
is what
Virgie, if
happens.
you mix formula with red wine, does that at least make it closer to real woman's breast milk?
Yeah, pretty much. That and some Xanax.
On Fridays, it does.
That's why I try not to give her food. Drink your milk. What do you want?
That baby's fucking Bob Hoss. Holy shit.
Bob Hoss.
Between mom and daughter. All she does is cry for a bit.
Yeah, well, so do I. It's too big. It's just too. It's just you're too big to be doing that.
See, there's this thing called no. You just say no. You
I
just look at them and
like
you go,
one
"No."
of the takes I have that always makes people mad is the breastfeeding in public thing. Every time I say women shouldn't be allowed to do it, I get fucking. It is, bro. You would swear like the whole planet wants to crucify you anytime you say that.
Not allowed.
But ladies, you shouldn't be. I'm sorry, you shouldn't be allowed to breastfeed in public. You should plan your shit better. Look, I'm sorry, but if I'm out to a nice dinner and you just whip your fucking fat mom titty out while we're all trying to eat dinner, I think that's rude. Would we even have this conversation if fucking baby's nutrition came out of daddy's cock? No, you'd have to go in another room because that shit would be unsavory to look at. You know what I mean? You'd go, bro, take that in a fucking changing room or some shit.
Wow, it's weird, Mersh. And people get, hold on, Mersh. And people get outraged at your take. No way. Really? Why? Why are people outraged at your take? Baby cock formula, cool, dude.
No, because I'm telling you, because if men were the ones that fed babies from their bodies, we wouldn't be this entitled and go, no, I need to do it right at the buffet. No, you wouldn't. Guys would be like, you're right, I should go take this in another room.
To be fair,
it probably makes other people
To be
uncomfortable.
fair, you went to Golden Corral. That's what you signed. That's what you signed up for. So.
Oh
fuck!
You know, like enough, ladies. It literally is specifically because women breastfeed is the reason why everyone thinks it should be done in public. If men breastfed, we would all go, yeah, that's awkward for people. I'm gonna go run out to the car and breastfeed the baby. But women are like, no, you should watch me do everything here. If we let women change their tampons right in the restaurant without even going to a bathroom, they would do it.
Remember the airline?
They're animals.
Remember when they changed the woman that was changing the diaper of her baby
Yeah.
in front of me? Yeah.
Women are fucking animals if you leave them to their own devices.
Hey, Mersh, tell me how you really feel. Really, and people get mad at you. Genocide Circus, are we sure?
I'm not the one with my titty out in a restaurant.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying. Genocide Circus, are we sure this bitch isn't Bruce Valanche post-transition? Who are dating these women? My guess is skinny white guys, fat white guys, or black white dudes. Or black dudes. And yes, I know a few rednecks who have fat wives. Forest Mommy, capitalism makes it so man can work so I can give you financial support. Thank you, Forest Mommy. $30.
Thank you.
Genocide Circus, she looks like an anglerfish with glasses. Okay, you're really going to love this one. Okay, so I'm going to read what it says before I hit play because it's a TikTok video. So it's me calling my now ex-husband while we were separated because I was having a panic attack and he was my safe person.
But you ain't really good.
Him coming to pick me up even though I was the one divorcing him. Women are terrible.
Also, this is definitely a fantasy you made up in your head, or you would have just filmed him coming. But he didn't actually come. You're making this up.
You bitches are just the worst. Like, why are you guys like this? Seriously.
Because they were all molested.
I'll do it. Every single time. Or at least most of the times. Some people are just too.
By the way, ladies, still no excuse. Grow up. Snap the fuck out of it.
With a dear friend.
Okay.
Ooh, she's dressed from the Paula Poundstone collection.
She's a lesbian.
They have, of course, obviously, Royce, I didn't need you to tell me that. They have a costume. They all dress like the Penguin.
Bill, I almost got in a fist fight at dinner last night with a dear friend.
Yeah, you're a lesbian.
Wow, you almost lost a fist fight last night. Tell me about it.
Yeah, how did it go?
Goofy art shop lesbian.
Bill, I almost got in a fist fight at dinner last night with a dear friend over fluoride. And this has never been like a hill that I've wanted to die on. And it was such a limited attitude. And she was telling me she had a thyroid issue, and I was saying, hey, do you filter your water? Because there's some potential evidence to suggest that fluoride in the water could have a negative impact and has to do with how your thyroid utilizes iodine. And she looked at me like I had 10 heads. This has been a friend of mine for a very long time. And she's like, oh, okay. Because RFK has started working to remove fluoride from water. And I was like, do you even know what you're talking about? Tell me what you know about it. Like, how do teeth remineralize? Tell me. Tell me the work you've done. What experts have you listened to? And then I was explaining that drinking fluoride is not really how it's meant to remineralize teeth, and there's significant concerns. And there's robust data to show that it lowers the IQ in kids. And she goes, robust. And Bill, all because, this is coming.
But I don't understand the part of getting to the point of fist fighting. I mean, look,
Yeah,
you're right.
Your
Your friend
also are coming off unreasonable.
I don't think I would have. I'd be like, I would have said you're retarded, but I don't think I would have tried to fist fight anybody.
From numerous doctors that I've
I'm
interviewed
telling you,
over
there
the
is
years.
data that fluoride makes people stupider. Well, agree to disagree. I will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Relax.
And this woman is an interior designer, mocking me, all because she doesn't like Kennedy. And this is the woman with the thigh. And it got so bad, I never lose my shit. I'm usually
So then I popped her right in the fucking mouth at Ruth Chris. I just fucking popped her. And I go, yeah, guess what? Now you're going to need some fluoride to fix those 2 fucking teeth I knocked out. All right?
Remineralize that, cunt.
Guess who's the biggest loser now, bitch? And then leaves. The host of The Biggest Loser.
really good at having these conversations. And by the time it was over, I was like, I swear to God, I don't care if you put fluoride in a fucking drip then. Like, it's insane. Bill, I almost...
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But both of you sound insane to me.
You're all insane.
In your story, both of you are crazy, okay? Because if I was there and sitting at the table next to you, I'd be like mad at both of you and be like, hey, can these bitches shut the fuck up about fluoride either way?
Let's turn now to education. Have you ever imagined what school would be like if you didn't have to worry about getting grades?
Yeah, when I was in school.
And you could study.
But as an adult, you realize we can never implement that. There has to be some sort of standard so we can kind of separate and see where kids belong. There's no way that like somebody is going to be implementing that into our children's school, right? Where they have like no standards and it's just whatever they want. Let's find out.
Anything you want. Well, one school in rural Pennsylvania is trying out a bold experiment that puts kids in charge.
They're all going to want to be streamers.
That's it.
Story is sponsored by Walton Family Foundation.
Except
And
one
we get
kid.
details
One
from our
kid wants to
friend
be a
Allison
dinosaur when he grows up.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
At an elementary school just outside of Pittsburgh.
How are you today?
Class looks and feels a little different. In this classroom, kids get to pick their own study topics. Everything from tornadoes to roller skating.
Yeah, he's going to bring in his roller skating.
How is that helpful? The internet exists.
It's not that it's helpful.
They do that on
so
their free
much.
time on an iPad.
It's not that it's helpful so much as it's awesome.
Even the world's most
Yeah, man.
haunted.
Like, Royce, what would you have rather had a choice of as a kid in school? All right, so today you can learn either tech deck or mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I think tech deck. I think you know my answer.
Hell yeah, tech deck.
But
That's
now
physics.
But here's an example. Like when I was younger, when I was a kid, for like a couple years, I went to this like school, and it was called Miami Lakes Christian Academy. I don't think it's around anymore. And it was a school that was Christian school, obviously, but it had like this experimental like learning program called PACE.
So like retards?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you know what this PACE thing is?
Yeah, it's like
CIA
a
program?
retarded school for kids.
For retarded kids, yeah, for dumb kids. And then, and then I you got your booklets, you read it yourself, you answered your own quizzes, then at the end they would give you a test, but the teacher never really taught you anything unless you had a question. And all I remember was like, I would just like scribble words in the book and be like, yeah, I'm done, do a self-test, and it was super easy. And I passed it. I didn't learn anything for like 3 years, you know? So I don't know, man. And that was me gaming a shitty system. Now you're just telling them, don't even do anything.
From tornadoes to roller skating.
He's going to bring in his roller skates.
Even the world's most haunted
Hell
houses.
yeah. So you could even do some research on that. Since
He's not even. That's not even a school topic. He's just gonna show everybody his rollerblades for school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
And then go ride them.
And 5 kids just chose Fortnite.
Yeah.
And 2 chose Marvel Rivals. So
I'm sorry, this one just says sleep. So I don't know what.
Search on California.
It's all part of a regular school day in what's called the Moonshot Program.
I've done
Isn't that the cancer thing?
the history of fashion.
The history of fashion.
I don't know. I don't know why there's something about this kid where she's like 8 going on 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on fashion. It's all a little shit. I honestly like to be learning math. I don't know what's going on here. She's smoking a cigarette.
Yes.
Christmas in different countries.
That kid looks like
Now,
she died and came back and like knows when everyone's time is now.
She looks like she had to drop her kid off at school before she
Yeah.
went to school.
Yeah. She's been divorced twice.
She's got a Kathy comic hanging in her little locker.
Hang in their calendar.
Yeah.
With a little kitty.
We've done Christmas in different countries.
Right now, I'm
oh yeah, cool. They're fucking opening up a Christmas in different country factory down the road.
No,
so
no,
you
no,
can
no.
fucking head
You know, it's great for it's great, Virgin, when I'm doing my taxes. Me knowing the Christmas traditions of Guam are very important when I need to know how to write something off.
Yeah.
Guys, hang on. Billy the mini fridge here has something to say.
Come on, man.
Mount Olympus.
Bullying kids.
55 students are part of the program.
We were just coming out of COVID, and they needed something that would help them.
After we ruined their lives, we really needed to give them something back.
Get that spark.
We really did a number on these little fucks.
So I was like, you know how you were doing nothing at home at COVID? What if you came here and did nothing?
Yeah.
How does that sound? Huh?
So it turns out
that way you give your parents a break. How does that sound?
Yeah, it turns out that locking these kids in their house and making them do Zoom meetings every day and hip vape pems when they're literally just learning social skills really fucked them all up. So now we're doing roller skating class.
Look, at least they're outside.
For now, until there's another fucking
We
situation.
can talk about that. We can talk about like the science behind it.
For moonshot teachers like Heather Nicholson, creating assignments based around
Yeah,
students-
so we needed to come up with a series of ways to make them not scared of the outside after we spent 3 years making them scared of the outside.
Why are kids so weird? I don't know.
I don't know. I have a couple of ideas.
Interest.
I bought him a bunch of Lego sets on account of the lack of eye contact and whatnot.
is a gateway to teaching other.
Yeah, so we started doing these special classes because I'm going to be honest, frankly, these fucking kids are scaring me.
Fucking weird. We had a dog come in here, emotional support. None of them pet him. None of them pet the dog.
The dog was scared. He was in the corner. He's trained to take care of them.
We fucking ruined children's lives because we were scared of a cold, and now we're going, yo, why are you such a fucking little weirdo?
Yeah, you fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo.
I know we made you sit in assigned seats with hula hoops around you.
Right.
So you didn't get sick. But why are you being so fucking weird now?
We made their entire lives that scene where Killface tells a cancer kid to cover his mouth when he coughs.
Yes.
None of for 2 years you didn't get to go to prom.
Subjects like reading, writing, and math.
Learning about, say, Mount Olympus. We're talking about Greek mythology. We're also talking about some writing prompts. So
Fucking Randy Newman in drag over here.
we'll write about it. What does it look like? What do you see there? And then we can do some math. How tall is it? You know, how wide is it? We can just tie those all in.
The mountain had a lot of water on it.
Okay.
What kind of haircut are we rocking here?
That's all gone now. It's
We
all
go to the Florida games?
evaporating, that kind of stuff.
Superintendent
Oh,
Laura Jacob
that's the scared of the barber headphones autism combo.
This woman has such a weird body shape.
told us she started the program partly as a way to help
Like she looks like she's about to go after Sonic.
ease students' anxiety.
I think it helps encourage a child to also think
She's the superintendent lesbian in charge.
broader and say, well, what am I interested in, and how
Women,
can
I'm
I
assuming by looking at you.
Yeah.
tie that together with what I'm learning?
So you know what I get here? TLDR version for this video. We got tired of actually putting in the work and effort it takes to actually teach these kids life skills. So we're just going to like sit back and let them learn what they want to learn, which is nothing and stupid, and God help them once they're out.
Yeah, see, on the one hand, we're like really lazy, but on the other hand, AI hasn't quite caught up yet. So we're stuck in that little awkward gap.
Stress over getting good grades is common. According to a recent poll, 64% of students ages 9 to 13 say school is what they worry about most often.
Yeah, nobody wanted to go to school when they were kids. I didn't want to go.
A lot of people get their grades, you know, their numbers or letters, and all they think of, like, what if my parents see this?
I want to beat that kid up.
It's funny. It's funny how like 64% of the kids are concerned about their grades. I wonder what the other percentage that has no shits given about their grades. I wonder what they're composed of.
In the Moonshot program, students do not get letter grades.
They don't have that stress of, I have to have that A.
They know what they
We
need
have a
to
new. We don't give them any letters or anything. What we do is we do something. It's actually a new system where it's called it's called invasive learning, where we just scream right as close as we can to their faces and shame them in front of their peers, and let them know they'll never amount to anything. I mean, at least they don't have the stress of getting a letter grade, though. You know?
I like that.
to work on
yep.
thanks to high quality feedback, where teachers directly tell students what they did well and what they can work on in the future.
If I just tell you, great, you did a good job today, you don't know what that great or good statement
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nothing you're teaching them is of value.
has really highlighted. However, if I have a paper and I say, I'm really proud of you because you made sure
Kids
that
just
you
like
kept-"
keep getting dumber and worse, and then you guys just keep getting raises.
Well, because these kids grow up and then they become the people that are dumber and worse. You know, it's a real fucking real circle that we have.
I got this old by being.
Come on, watch out, Jimmy. Come here.
Taking the hood to the most racist city in America. Okay.
Some people have never been to Florida, then take them into the swamp. That's where we at right now? Yeah, we're in Everglades.
Okay, but
This
even in
isn't
the
the most
swamp,
racist
yeah, this
city
is,
in Florida.
The Everglades, are very black.
No, they're buddies.
What are you talking about? Wait, how's this the most racist city in America? What city did they go to? The Everglades isn't the most racist
This is
city
one
in
of those.
America,
This
dude.
is one of those things where they don't want to tell you because you know they'll get called out.
Wouldn't the most racist city in Florida be Florida?
Yeah, I don't. That's when they're the hungriest. You know one thing about gators though? Are they racist? For real? For real. They like black people. They like black people. Yeah. They hate white people. Yeah.
So hold on, this might be hold on, hear me out. What if he's just fucking with these two hood dudes and being like, I'm taking, gators here are racist. Like, he's just fucking
I doubt it because
I'm gonna look into this.
Would it be gay if it's a boy alligator? What's its pronouns?
I usually guess people. She / I don't know. She's a girl.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
Yep, I expected that reaction from the black guy.
Thank you. Thank you.
What we need these for?
Loud.
What's loud?
He said, what's loud? You're like, what's loud?
Oh, I'm loud as shit.
This is not the music they will listen to. The
No.
Everglades. You guys got this.
This is fake. It's put on
This is
like
phony bullshit.
They just wanted to rent a powerboat and be like, oh well, say we took you to this dangerous place for clicks. It's bullshit. And then at the end, they're going to be like, wow, it turned out everybody here is not so racist after all. It's bullshit.
You really don't want to.
No, you don't want to.
happened? We weren't pointing the camera at you.
You're in our GC.
Yeah.
Point it at me again, and you're going to have to go to the ER to get it out.
Oh, so they're going to try to play this off like he's some kind of redneck racist, as opposed to a guy who's just like, can you not film my kids?
That's fair, actually.
Listen, my man, I'm showing these boys the beach. We're filming the beach, and you guys came up to us. We didn't say a word. You just started confrontation.
Henry, have
Listen.
a serious one.
OG, man, why y'all starting problem, man?
Yeah, why you
Go
starting-
ahead with that shit.
Respect other people's place.
This feels, I mean,
it's all fake.
This feels super fake to me.
Yeah, it's all fake.
This feels
I'm looking
super
at this
fake.
guy's other shit, dude. I'm looking at this guy's other shit, and yeah, look. Racist trolls the most dangerous hood in America. Surviving with the nastiest family in America.
Yeah, it's another fucking
This is
shitty
clickbait.
channel of clickbaity garbage. These people should all be.
Did
Sorry.
you guys see
Hi,
the
YouTube.
video where the guy took Charleston White to the most racist city in America?
No, but what? This is so stupid.
They went to Harrison, Arkansas. He took Charleston White to Harrison, Arkansas. That one was
the
funny.
problem is he's an Uncle Tom. Why wouldn't they love him there? So I'm sure they.
That's
love
what I'm
him there.
saying.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I just. And 250,000 subscribers too, dude.
Mm-hmm.
This 14-year-old 8th grader won first place at school competition for his poem. Ready for his cool poem?
My poem is titled White Boy Privilege.
Oh,
My poem is
what was his name?
My name is Royce. My poem is titled White Boy Privilege. Dear women, I'm sorry. Dear black people, I'm sorry. Dear Asian Americans, dear Native Americans, dear immigrants who come here seeking a better life, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't dunk on y'all sooner. Blah,
Sorry,
blah,
you're
blah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry you're not as
hoping.
good as us, bro.
I was hoping we were going in that direction, but the more I'm listening, the less hope I'm having.
We're not going that direction.
Gosh,
It's not-
darn it!
that's-
Why are you doing this to your kids, bro?
Sorry.
Dear black people, I'm sorry. Dear Asian people, I'm sorry. Dear Jews. Dear...
Everyone who is in the middle or upper class white boy, I'm sorry. I have started life at the top of a ladder while you were born on the
Man,
first.
I grew up in a different generation where your father or your mother, if you went to them and said, yeah, they made me, could you imagine if you went to your parents when you were younger and you're like, yeah, they made me apologize for being Cuban, so I apologize. I don't want any trouble. Your family they'd be like, and you apologize?
They'd be mad at me.
For fucking what? You should have smacked that kid in his fucking mouth. Like, you know what I mean? That's what my parents would have said.
Yeah.
Don't fucking apologize. If you step on somebody's foot, if you knock their fucking drink over, you
Yeah.
say you're sorry. But if somebody comes up, you don't fucking apologize. I'm dragging you down there. You're going to fight that kid in front of the school.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Dude, this sentence, wait, go back to the previous sentence. Actually, this is, dude, all these lines, if you read even the one after this, the one after, there, hold
I
on.
have started life
This.
at the top of a ladder while you were born on the
Okay,
first.
so when he says it, it's like white boy guilt, but if you read it a certain way, it hits different. I started life on the top of the ladder. You were born on the first rung.
Getting a wrestling promo.
When I was
Yeah, do
born,
this one. Do
I
this
had
one
a
like Macho Man.
story already written for me. You were given
A pen and a paper.
I've always felt that that's unfair.
It actually works real well.
I've never dared to speak up because I've been too scared. Dear white boys, I'm not sorry.
Now, the
I
only
don't care
way
if you
this
think
would redeem itself now is if there was all of a sudden the white kids started booing him. That would be awesome. That's what I would have done. Boo.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Shut the fuck
Pussy.
up. Fucking loser.
Dear white boys, I'm not sorry. I don't care if you think the feminists are taking over the world.
They are. Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
For
you're
instance.
a byproduct of it, you little twerp.
You're not exactly fucking Teddy Roosevelt, you little pussy.
The Black Lives Matter movement has gotten a little too strong because that's bull.
They are a little too strong. They're literally being now questioned for tax fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I get the change can be scary, but equality shouldn't be.
Yeah, okay. How about this? And here's some words I like to live by. Fucking make me, loser.
I'm sure your single mom's very proud of you.
Yeah. Or your two dads. This could go either way.
Yeah,
white
it's true.
boys, it's time to act like a woman, to be strong and make a difference. It's time to let go of that
Bro, you're going to really regret this kind of shit, dude.
fear. It's time to take that ladder and turn it into a bridge.
Ew.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? That the metaphor's stupid. A ladder would be a terrible bridge. There'd be a bunch of holes on it.
Mm-hmm. You'd fall through.
A car would break
You
a
would
ladder.
fall through. I'm sorry, but there's only one white boy I'm going to listen to.
There's only one guy who can use a ladder as a bridge, and that's Jeff Hardy.
There are like hundreds of types of bridges. Why would I start with the ladder?
Sorry, kid. I can't hear you over White Boy Summer.
Just a little bit, yeah. White boy summer. I met a bad little shorty on the powder dance, getting to the bag like it was.
Extensive says women should be allowed to breastfeed in Golden Corral because baby deserves a piece of all that you can eat buffet. That's fair. Mersh, Nightwave.
Can I just point out, I love the fact that Chet compared himself to Jack Harlow when he could put this song out. Jack Harlow's like a household name.
Yeah, this guy's
thought this
he's
was
better.
on par with
He's
that.
better.
Yeah, Nightwave, 10 o'clock tonight. Be there or be square.
Bessie, you're next.
Yup.
Rosie, you streaming?
Maybe.
Yep.
Probably.
Russian girl named Svetlana, another from the islands. Yeah, she looks like